Hey guys, welcome back. All right, so real quickly before I jump into this bonus message, the winner of yesterday's giveaway is Omrum Yuzun or Uzun. Forgive me if I've mispronounced your name, but Omrum, if you would please reach out to me, let me know where in the world you'd like me to mail your prize to. You will find in the description box, you'll see my email address is there. So just shoot me an email, let me know where you'd like me to send that. And to any of those of you who have been winners, if you emailed me and you didn't hear back from me, please email me again, because I will always, when I receive your email, I will always contact you back and let you know exactly what day I'm mailing your prize and everything. So if you are one of the winners and you did reach out to me, I think there's 3 of you that haven't collected your prizes. So sometimes I know things happen with, you think you sent an email and it actually didn't go through, just FYI, you will hear from me. I send you a response email. And if you didn't receive one of those and I had called your name and you were one of the winners, then please know that I didn't receive a message from you yet. Okay. So anyway, that's just FYI. At the end of this, I'll be doing another giveaway item. So stick around to the end. If you want to enter to win, you'll see what that is. And we're starting this reading just with something kind of simple. This morning, we didn't really get a good hike in. I took my dog out hiking and he didn't want to hike. He wanted to go to the top of a mountain and plunk down and stare at the horizon. So that's what we did. And it was wonderful. It was peaceful. It was calm. It made me think just one simple thing, which is, what is beyond the horizon? Well, I have lots and lots of ideas of things that I want that are just beyond the horizon. The next phase of my life, the next way I want to live my life, all these things. I have a bunch of adventures yet up ahead. And so what do I need to do in my present to prepare for going beyond that horizon? I don't know. It was just nice. It was exciting. So we start out with Secret. And it is, the Book of Shadows. This is all about what have we not written yet? And what, maybe this is like talking about those of you that journal. Maybe journaling will help you figure out what you want in your horizon. What is the life that you want to live? This is more getting into the subconscious mind. When we, I look at this as the book of life. Could be the book of love. Heck, this could be some saucy, salty little book or something. But what are the things that you still would like to bring into the light, right? So what are the wishes, desires, hopes? What are the things that are kind of secret, maybe secret even from you because you haven't given yourself time yet? Maybe try automatic writing, try writing with your non-dominant hand and see what comes out. They say that's a nice connection to the, that mindset that we have that isn't always at the forefront. That's just one kind of fun way to maybe tap into what isn't at the forefront. Healer. Maybe there is a bunch of healing that has to be done. Again, talk about bringing light in. Different forms of healing, maybe writing out what your wishes are, can also help you move toward those goals instead of focusing on things that haven't worked out, or focusing even on where you are right now. With where you are right now, journal as if you're writing your life story, the adventure that you want to have. Or again, ask your subconscious, what do I really want? If I were sitting here like this morning, I was very peaceful. When my dog decided that we needed to sit down, I was like, why can't we? Life isn't always about like, no, we got to get our heart rate up to whatever and, sweat for this many minutes. It's all about weight loss. No, it is about the enjoyment of being in each other's presence and looking at the beautiful world that we live in. And he slowed me down this morning and made me do that. But in doing that, I was also able to freely let my mind get excited about all of the other adventures that are up ahead, the things that I still want. And I wasn't thinking really about my past or my present. I was thinking about what's beyond that mountain range, what's beyond that horizon for me. A whole bunch of places. I was thinking about friends that live in faraway places that I haven't connected with. And I was, flitted through my mind, like, I wonder what they're doing right now. What is their life looking like right now when they're, on another continent far away from me? These are things where I'm like, there's a lot more lives that I want to live. There's a lot more things that I want. I feel like this represents that for someone else also. So healing ourselves in the now so that we can not just have those dreams that are locked inside of us, but so that those can come out, maybe put them down on paper, maybe really contemplate, is there anything that I need to heal to then allow myself to move forward? Like, ooh, hold on, that deck almost fell over. I'll put it on this side. What is it that I want next? What is this? What's the big secret? Tell me what the secret is. What is beyond the horizon? I feel like it's whatever you want to have beyond the horizon. And I feel like that's the secret, is what do you want? We've got an Ace of Cups in the reverse. First, we do have to love ourselves enough to know that we can have it. Ace of Cups in the reverse is like, if we have denied ourselves certain things, certain expressions of self-love, that's maybe what we need to heal. Maybe the secret is the only thing holding us back is the fact that we keep focusing on someone who didn't give us love. And so are we lovable? Heck yes, you're lovable. Heck yes, you are. We got the Seven of Wands here in the upright. And you can see, what catches my eye every time is the meteor, the falling star. Every single time we can see that, we've got like this primal jungle cat. I don't know if that's a Bengal or not, but the Seven of Wands, it represents change. It also represents how we face problems and struggles. This is talking about a struggle that we have at the most basic level. And the truth of it is, the answer is, things change on a dime, just like that falling star. There is a sense of wonder. The struggles that we face, and maybe loving ourselves or knowing what our worth is, the fact that you are alive on this planet reinforces the idea that, of course, you are supposed to be here. Of course, you are lovable and loving. The act of you being here is love. The universe loves you. So there really isn't a struggle other than you maybe to believe that, perhaps, if someone is struggling with believing that. I feel like there's going to be a moment, though, where I look at that shooting star as like a light bulb moment that goes off in your mind, where you go, wait a minute. I don't have a bunch of problems deep down within me that are unsolvable. I am here, and I am a human, and a human is complicated. It's complicated as the patterns that are on the pelt of this gorgeous cat. Part of that is what makes this jungle cat so gorgeous. The complexities of who you are, the complexities of, what you face in life and how they shape you and how you react. Are we always going to react great? No, we're not. But is that anything to like carry around and be like, oh, I wish I had done things different. Oh, I should have been this person back then. Well, you couldn't have been that person back then, maybe, because, it was a different version of you. It was a different phase of your life. This to me is like, it's change that is necessary, but it comes into you in a flash, and you understand that you are perfect just as you are, in your flaws, in your strengths. You will continue to evolve and grow. You will continue to, basically experience life. And you're not always going to react perfect, and you're not always going to say the perfect thing. And that part is what we grow and learn from also. Those moments where we have to face something new and we have to figure out how to behave, and sometimes we get it wrong. That's a moment that helps us to evolve and grow. And that's all this life is about, is change, growth, evolution, experience. That's really what this is. So now the question doesn't become, am I lovable? Where am I broken? Where do I need to heal? It becomes, what have I learned? How have I grown? What do I want to experience next? It's a big change. That book of shadows, man, this is like doing the shadow work, not being ashamed of it, moving beyond it, moving into the light, including not hiding our shadows or the things that we're not proud of. Instead saying, yeah, I'm a blend of everything, I'm a little bit of this, I'm a little bit of that. I've made some mistakes, and you know what? I'm still standing, and I'm going to keep moving forward. This is where it's like we don't make things into such a big deal. 7 of Cups, so 2 sevens, 7. Tons of opportunities are up ahead for you. Tons of opportunities. The only question is, what is your next adventure that you want to dive into? In this case, literally, we see I always think of that as like a the body of a bull jumping into the cup, when in fact it's like a beetle with pincers climbing out of the cup. So I see that in a completely different way every single time I look at this. I see this powerful creature diving headlong. I see like feet and the tail, and then to me it's a bull, not a horse, just because I feel like the shape of the chest gets so thick as it dives into the cup. I feel like this is fearlessly leaping into things. The bottom line is this: you're going to probably have lots more chapters of your life to write. It's not about, okay, what do I want to do for the rest of my life? It's what do I want to do next in my life? So you change what the question is, and it becomes much more lighthearted. Maybe you've had struggles and stress and heartbreak. We did start out with the need to heal. We started out with that Ace of Cups in the reverse, things that have been emotionally unsatisfying. Do we want to walk around and say, I invested a lot of my to someone that didn't reciprocate, and I walk around and I keep saying that over and over? Once upon a time, 10 years ago, I gave my love to someone and they didn't reciprocate. 3 years ago, I gave my love to someone and they didn't reciprocate. I must not be lovable. Why would we wander around and say that? A, it's not true, but B, it's something that already happened anyway. If somebody couldn't be, they're on their journey just as you are. So if somebody is unable to give to a connection, it might have been because of who they were, not anything to do with who you were or where you were at. It may not have been you that didn't receive their love offer. It might have been you that didn't want what they were offering, but maybe you've perceived it as, someone didn't give to me. Maybe your cup wasn't up to receive what they had to offer. Maybe because it wouldn't have suited you. It wouldn't have filled you up. This is more like whatever has already happened. That is not perhaps the cup that we need to worry about filling, because that was just one experience, right? We need to move on and change and allow ourselves to say, okay, that might have shaped some aspect of my life because it's turned my attention to all these other cups, all of these other things that, what do I want to experience? How do I want to fill my cup? What do I want in my cup? If something failed to be fulfilling at one point, whether it was you that didn't feel like you were fulfilled or you that didn't want to receive what someone was giving you, regardless of that, the net result is the same, which is that's because something wasn't quite balanced about it. So something needs to shift, whether that's us or them or the combination is almost a little bit irrelevant, because really it's just about accepting it, saying that's one chapter of life. And guess what? There's so many more things up ahead. So what do you want next? Well, that's just it. The question is, what do you want next? What do you want? And this is where we go back to that The Secret, the Book of Shadows. What do you want? Maybe write with your non-dominant hand and ask yourself that question. What do I want next? And maybe you do want to heal, but healing is something where it's like, that's like an action. That's like a verb. I'm going to be healing every step of the way, every day of my life. I'm always going to be focusing on, healing and expanding and exploring. So then what else do you want to like bring into your life? What experiences? Well, in this case, things that make you happy, apparently, because you got the 9 of Cups. And I always kind of look at this as a 2 of Cups, though, because what's dominant to me is those 2 goldfish. So what do you want to bring in? You want to bring in happiness. Then that's coming in because it could be coming in an interesting way, because we've got the Strength card next to it. Strength card, and this is kind of like, again, divinely guided, because we've got that infinity symbol over the line. This is taking control, having the power to say, oh no, I want this, and I know how to call it in for myself. This is you swimming maybe in a new pond and meeting that perfect goldfish. Again, we see nothing but cups. We see all of this emotional fulfillment. It's almost like to decide what you want to call in, all it requires is to go to places that make you happy. Meaning like, okay, so say you didn't get the job that you wanted. Okay, but there's more than just one job in that industry, right? More than one field. So maybe you apply at multiple other jobs, and maybe you apply with companies that do the same thing, but you open it up and expand your search, so you'd be willing to take a job in something just a little to the left of what you actually want, but just to get your foot in the door. So you expand your horizons, you broaden your search, because you're still saying, I want to have a particular experience, or maybe I want to work at a particular company. Maybe I need to reapply with that company for a different position that I'm more suited to, or maybe I want to learn more about it so then I can come back in and apply a second time. Whatever this is, it's like you realize there's more than one way to achieve things, but the focus here is have fun with it. Don't keep trying to grind your way through something that you're not even happy with. Move toward things that fill you with joy. If you're like, oh man, I didn't get that job, but you know what? I kind of still want to work for that company. Maybe I would be willing to do something else. And then you scope it out and you call them back up and pop by and be like, hey, I know you didn't hire me for that position, but I still really want to work here. To me, this just looks like so much fun. Do you have any other openings? And you just kind of handle it like you roll with it, because you ask yourself, do I still want that? Does that make me happy? If so, then let me go for it. This is like, it's not giving up on something that will make you emotionally happy. It's realizing that there's many, many avenues in life that are going to make you super happy. And if one thing was blocked, it might be because right now, one of these other cups is going to be the thing where you are really happy. If romance right now isn't working out, maybe it's because you might want to start spending time with a friend, and maybe it's like, oh, we're going to be tennis buddies, and that is a primary focus. Like I am so happy and having such a good time, body, mind, and spirit, hanging out with a great friend, and we play tennis together. Maybe right now isn't the moment to focus on romance. It's the moment to focus on something else in your life that makes you so happy. Maybe it's not focusing on moving up the career ladder because you want more free time. Maybe it is time to not focus on career and to focus more on romance. Whatever this is, it's more asking yourself, wait a second, which of these cups is going to make me the happiest? First, it says, secretly, what do I want? What is the big thing that I want? And with the Strength card here, this is balancing those emotions. And this is also giving yourself the courage to actually pursue what it is that you want. If you want to go out on dates and have fun and, just enjoy being around different people, getting to know different people, awesome. Join clubs like that or go online dating, but know what your motive is. My motive is to date and have fun. Awesome. Then go ahead and have the courage to pursue that, right? On the other hand, if my motive is to find the one, then it refines what your search is, right? It seems like you want to have a good time right now. That's what it looks like, whatever that means. So what comes in when we're in that vibe where we identify what we want, and now we can consciously bring those things in? Let's go with this deck. What does come in? As this is also taking charge with that Leo energy, with that Strength card. This is taking charge, knowing that, oh, wait, I'm in charge of what I want. Strength again. Maybe some of you do want to connect with another person who's just like you, somebody strong, somebody you can, have great conversation with, that you can build something with. Maybe you want to have somebody who is just totally on the level with you, and the two of you are both leaders, and you want to spend time with somebody who's like that. I feel like what you are asking for is somebody who mirrors a lot of your hopes, wishes, dreams, your persona, somebody who is courageous. If you're looking for a partnership, this could be right now. You see how it's autumn, you see all these fall leaves. We have whatever you're bringing in is something that reflects your own values. And it is because you're approaching it not with apprehension, not with, wow, this is Hermit card in the reverse. Somebody who is outspoken, somebody who says exactly what they mean, somebody who is able to say, I want this. I want to see you. I want to spend time with you. I love what we do. I love the way we are, able to communicate with each other. I feel like this is about open dialogue and communication. I feel like this has very much to do with, I think what you're asking for is something that is not just fun, but it's easy and it's powerful and it's meaningful, and there's no fear involved. There's no holding back. It's like if you're calling in the kind of partner you want to meet next, or a partner that you would like to have come back into your life, you're asking the universe to bring in someone who's in the same vibration that you're in, which is powerful, unafraid, ready to, not to withhold information, but to be out there and say, this is what I want. This is what I welcome. This is amazing. I feel like some of you are very much Eight of Cups, and this one came out sideways. This is an independent person who I feel like the two of you would journey together. This is not repeat cycles. This is not going back in time. If it is an old person who is showing back up in your life, it would not be a rehash of like any old conversations or old behaviors. The two of you vibrate at the same level now, since we have the Strength card twice. What you want is something that reflects who you are. Outgoing, powerful, independent thinker. I feel like for some of you, this is like, I want to change the world. I want to, okay, maybe you want to change the world, but you want to do it with that partner beside you, a partner in business, a partner in romance, a partner in passion, a partner in friendship. This is a twin flame reading now. Some of you are calling in the one. But the funny part is you're calling in somebody who you actually want them to be as in the same vibe that you're in, unafraid, open, willing to adapt, willing to grow, knowing that life is about experiences. It's not always going to be perfect, but we're always going to grow. And if we choose to hold hands and help each other grow, this could be the exciting, excitement of a lifetime. So we have Virgo, we have Leo. That could be either of those signs. We got a King of Coins. This leads to stability, long-term success, happiness, growth, abundance, financial abundance. It's an amazing set of like steps and opportunities that are able to be taken within this. It's like two people who complement each other. So if that is what you had asked for, when you wrote that next chapter, when you journal what you want, when you ask your left hand to describe what yourself really wants to bring in so you can see it on paper, it looks like you want somebody who reflects your inner strength. That's how I would say this, and that is what is coming in this storyline. It's funny how once we identify what we're really asking for, it gets easier to welcome it through the door. We're not afraid to have experiences, and we're not afraid to welcome, even the adventures and the ups and downs of life in. Okay, so I'm going to end this one here, and now for the next giveaway that I am doing, I'm doing a giveaway every single day until the end of the year, basically until the 1st of next year. So if you want to enter to win, this is what you would receive. It is in honor of the upcoming lunar eclipse. There's a little moon on this particular card, and inside I was going to do another giveaway where you can tell me it's a necklace, but on it I will put 2 pendants for you, whatever 2 zodiac signs you wish there to be. So for example, this is Virgo and Aries, and so these pendants have the zodiacs on the front, and then they also have a word associated. Like courageous is associated with Aries, and practical is associated with Virgo. So for you and whomever you think of, whoever is near and dear to you, I just thought it would be nice to do the 2 pendants. So you can tell me if you are the winner, you can let me know what 2 pendants you would like. So in order to enter to win this, all you must do is either write the word enter if you just want to keep it simple, or you can have more fun and share your thoughts and answer this question. For you, what is one of the most admirable traits in humanity? This is not necessarily like in a particular person, though you could apply it that way. But what my answer is transparency, because I like the idea of what transparency means. It's like the ability for someone to say, hey, I don't know the right answer. The ability to say, hey, I'm the one who messed this up. I need some help, or I'm sorry, or, I really want this. I want to give to this situation. Like, to be transparent, to me, it encompasses everything about, being humble and being vulnerable and being able to admit our wrongs and our mistakes. And I think that's such an admirable quality. And I think it takes a lot of courage to be transparent. Especially because we tend to hide things that we're scared of or things that we have guilt about. And to be transparent even about those things just shows like, hey, I have the courage to be human, which is I make mistakes. I bumble along, and then I sometimes have to go back in time and try to fix things, So anyway, that's what I think is an admirable trait in humanity. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for those of you who choose to play along. As you know, I choose one subscriber to be the winner. It's not based off of what I think of your response or anything like that. It's just, I really just ask a question like this every day because I feel like your guys' responses, and I do take the time to read them. I just think it's really cool because, there's so many, just all of you are so intelligent and you have such fine ideas. And that's so uplifting to see humanity, sharing their thoughts and ideas about real positive things. And so it's not to pry into, what you think or feel. It's more to give an opportunity for us to have this real positive dialogue and really admire what each person in the collective, how they view things and what their points of views are on things that are real positive and sometimes really profound. So thank you guys if you choose to play along. I just think it's a really cool thing. And it also hopefully feels fun to you guys. But if you just want to write the word enter, you can do that too. You don't have to share more thoughts. All right, you guys take care. Bye.